That's one too. Okay, there we go. Welcome to Zenless. There was supposed to be 4 streams this week, but unfortunately only 2 actually happened. One of them, which was supposed to be happening today, got basically pushed next week. But anyway, welcome to Zenless, and I believe it's been a while. Version 1.15 is out for quite a few weeks now, but I still haven't played the special story, so that's gonna be the target today to just basically complete that. Realistically, I think we should be able to do that. Historically, these special episodes, I believe, haven't been going for too long. Like, you can usually fit them in one stream, and that's about it. But anyway, so I believe this special episode, from my understanding, will be about Astra. Now, there is a thing that... By the way, what's this TV schedule thing? Okay, there you go, I guess. It kind of gives me a bit of a guidance on what's currently going on. So I believe it'll be about Astra. Now, Astra we had already run into in 1.4. Which I believe at the very end. I think it was outside of the main story, but it was part of the sort of like prologue, effectively. Not the prelude, but the prologue, rather. So there's that. But anyway, I think let's just get started. Apparently I'm supposed to be talking to Belle. As the performance is about to start, come on, voice. Sure. To be fair, I still have no idea how things are gonna go in terms of voices. There was... Oh, alright, let's see then. We're gonna have to see about that one. But anyway, I think audio should be fine. I could increase it a little bit. I think that's fine. Right. Anyway, on this normal, ordinary morning, Belle sits in front of the TV with the kind of tension you'd expect in a battle within the Hollow. A familiar voice comes from the TV.
Starloop is an important place to me. Countless musicians have performed on this stage, including the artist who inspired my music, Mr. Yoranda with her. I hope my own concert can also have that kind of power.
So yeah, as we did learn in one of the previous, like probably the previous stream of Zenless, like entirely. No, hang on. I did some side quests, of course, but anyway. So Astra is pretty much a music star, from my understanding.
Probably something like the Astra-nomical Moment. As we
And
here,
I mean, we did run into her previous, and it did look like she wanted to be have a little bit of a break. So I guess now we'll be actually following them, or following her rather.
Have you managed to grasp your own happiness recently, Astra? Good news to share with us?
What a sneaky question. I've been fortunate to have happiness on my side all along, and that's why I want to share this feeling with everyone in New Eridu through my music. Anyway, thank you all for your support. I'll be waiting for you at Starloop Tower.
And I do wonder, I don't really see it being entirely slice of life right now. Right?
You ready, Fairy?
So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some action part inside of here as well.
Affirmative. Once I receive your command, I'll hack into the system and secure the tickets.
Not sure how I feel about that one, but anyway.
Master, I have a report of workplace abuse. Please address it promptly.
Wait, what?
The report states that a certain individual is attempting to use nepotism to force a
Oh, yeah, I was about to...
smart employee into taking
I mean,
on
I
extra
wouldn't
tasks
consent to this,
unrelated
right?
to
But
work.
like, I mean, if you want to do it, then why not, I guess. It's not like I have this problem. Or like, it's not my problem, I guess. You know what, let's just play along.
How could
Because
you?
I guess if I
Only
was
I get to keep
in this
Barry on
situation, I
call
would tell them
24/7 and
to
make her do
no,
random chores
not
for
do
me.
that.
Affirmative. Apart from From hollow root analysis, I am currently also responsible for other important tasks like instant intel gathering, organizing Master's schedule, and praising Master in novel ways.
You tattletale AI! Remember, that master of yours is my brother. Wise, please, make Fairy help me score those
It's actually
tickets.
kind of interesting. I'm
They're
kind
nearly
of
impossible to
surprised
get.
that apparently Fairy's more listening to Wise than and doesn't really care about Belle, interestingly enough.
All right, Fairy. Name your price. Would you do it for more electricity?
How's that supposed to work?
Evaluating. Suggestion. Clarifying and formalizing the positions and hierarchy of all staff.
Like, Fairy's gonna suck the power that it needs.
Clearly, Master's Supreme Assistant is Fairy. First Assistant is Bangbu01, EOS. Second Assistant is Bangbu06.
Speaking of all the Angbus, do
Third
we actually
assistant
know what
is
happened to
Bangbu
all of the other
18.
ones?
Hey, what about me?
I mean, if we go for one, I feel like she's probably gonna say like fourth assistant to Belle. I'm gonna go
Don't
with
be
her
so
being
mean, Fairy.
her as important.
Belle is important to me.
Realistically, she's probably going to be the like most important one of
Sure,
all of
she
here.
might not be on Eos's level, but Belle still brings more to the table than Lil Six, right?
Information updated. Master's Supreme Assistant is Fairy. First Assistant is Bangbu01, EOS. Second Assistant is Belle.
Fine. For the sake of the tickets.
I
I'll
feel
accept
like
this
Wise
arrangement
should probably
now.
put her like more on top, right?
Tickets! They're on sale already! Fairy, now!
Like, considering it's literally your sister.
Affirmative. Ticketing platform hacked. Remaining tickets 0. Mission failed. Mission failure post-analysis. Mission would have succeeded if you had given the command
Okay, well that's a
181
bit
milliseconds earlier.
pretty awkward.
Such a shame, second assistant.
No seeing Astro for me. And Wise got to meet her again and again. Is this what they call protagonist privilege?
That makes me wonder how the if you picked Belle at the beginning, how that would have gone.
Maybe I can think of something.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say.
What
I
if
mean,
I try
we
inviting Astra out
know her
now?
at this point.
Maybe
Like we
she'll
have
have
met her a
time.
few times before, so surely.
And you're showing off? Wise, how could you and Fairy gang up on me like this?
No, definitely not. I would never bully you like that, Belle.
By the way, has this. Gonna have to check the audio settings after that because I feel like the voice lines.
I officially became the
For
second
some reason, a
assistant
lot
and still
quieter
no
than usual.
tickets. Not fair.
Master, I have detected a commission on Internaut offering generous pay and added it to your schedule. Please check.
Well,
with
there you go,
second
there's the
assistant for
action, I guess.
details.
See that? You said you wouldn't, but you're bossing me around already.
Right. Since when did you and Fairy get all buddy? Guess I'm irrelevant now that you've got your cute little AI as your bestie. Yeah, I was like, realistically, your sister should come above all like bots, effectively, right? So. About checking out Scab? No, don't do that. Seriously, don't. Like, in my opinion, I dislike those. I don't think there's anything wrong with, reselling. Like, if you originally bought those tickets to end up to try and go there, and you can't anymore, then I'm fine with reselling them. And I mean, if someone offers more money, like out of the box, effectively, then sure, why not? But I do hate that if you, I hate people buying tickets just to resell them. So I think that's. So I absolutely would never go for scalpers, but anyway. Well, okay, never mind then. Let's buy it. There's a commission, so we can buy whatever you want today. It's the new year. Gotta make sure my sister gets to go to the concert. Oh, interesting. They specifically say New Year. I mean, yes, it is effectively New Year because this version released, I believe, a few weeks ago. So I guess it's close enough to both regular New Year and Chinese New Year. Wait, I should read again. Anyway, there's a mission on schedule, so go check it out. Alright, an eye your product. I'm off to earn some money. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if the client ends up being Astra, by the way. It would be kind of funny, but I wouldn't be surprised. Money's meant to be spent at times like this. Let's see what we earned from this job and on Astra's concert tickets. Alright, it seems the client is already waiting at the meetup spot in the hollow. Let's go check it out. Oh, it's immediately jumping in.
The client must be nearby. Huh? What's this?
Well, what a surprise.
Thank you, everyone. That one was for you.
Turns out the client is literally Astra.
We have another spectator. What's a Bang-Boo doing here all alone? It's dangerous.
Astra, it's me, Wise. I never would have guessed it was your internet commission.
Wise? In a Bang-Boo? Oh, you're so cute! This could
Well,
be
what a
problem.
coincidence.
What do I do?
Now the question is, who actually... But is she actually the person that put the commission on the internet? That's gonna be interesting to find out. Kind of feels like she's surprised. What's wrong?
What's wrong? Don't worry too much. I'm a legendary proxy.
I forgot to check the
Won't let anything happen
audio
to you.
settings.
It's not the hollow I'm worried about. I'm just wondering, should I punish you a little?
Does she know what happened?
We've known each other for so long, and I had no clue about your secret identity.
I wouldn't say so long, to be fair. I mean, it was literally the last update you got introduced, so I wouldn't even say that's been so long.
Yeah,
Personally.
typical of Wise. I'd never keep any secrets from you, Astra.
But totally not. You're not. You're definitely not also Faven.
Oh, you do. But I must say, this is a pleasant surprise. Of all the proxies on Internet, you're the one who's joining me on this.
Okay, she is the one that put into the commissioner onto internet.
I knew it. Fate really does favor me. I'm sure today's treasure hunt will go well.
Right, so some kind of treasure hunt. Why is it important?
Oh yeah, I was about to ask. What's so important that you had to do this yourself?
It's a highly sought-after treasure. Of course I have to handle it personally. It's the legendary record of Yolanda Winter's final performance.
Sounds highly important.
I've mentioned it to you before. The version available on the market isn't genuine.
I don't remember, to be honest. How do you know that? Let's
How do
see.
you know it's fake?
I mean, to be fair, she's probably talking about the master record, and then all of the other ones might have been copies.
Because I was there at the performance, and the recording is nothing like what I heard.
Oh, I guess no mind.
Even as a starstruck kid, I knew it was different. That performance wasn't planned. It was originally just a small fan meetup at a music store. At that time, Yoran had left his agency and, because of some legal issues, he was forced to stop performing. Both Odium and Fugue claimed to own his performance rights. Even though it was his own voice, he wasn't allowed to perform as he wished.
That's strange. Okay, that's kind of interesting.
After Yoran's death, that unpublicized performance became his final work. Then,
That's actually
not
interesting.
long
Like,
ago,
I don't
rumors
think that
of
should
a
be
bootleg
something that you
recording
can do.
appeared on internet.
But I have heard of instances that, you know, obviously you can't, like, I guess people might own certain aliases and you couldn't, and you can't necessarily do your performances under the name necessarily if you lose the rights to that. I think there has been one case that I do know, but I don't know the details about it.
The essence of that
But it happened in
was
the trans phase, in the
incredibly
transfer, I
pure.
believe.
Yoran was in top form too. As we talked, he just started improvising. He interacted with the fans so naturally. That feeling of everyone singing along and the sensation of collective harmony we shared can't be
So
put into words.
basically, whatever this performance is that's being sold appears to not be the one
It was
that is,
almost
like,
we had summoned something truly
actually
extraordinary.
being shared around, or rather, like, that actually happened. So that's interesting. So I guess that's the power of music, or I wish I could experience something like. Let's go with one.
Perhaps it was the power
We don't.
of
We
music.
weren't really there, so it's
Maybe
hard
that's why
to tell, I
ancient
guess.
mages chanted to use their magic.
Exactly! Music is magic! But after witnessing that performance, I came to a realization. Something clicked.
Oh,
inside
so
me.
I guess that
It
gives
felt
you
like
the
fate
context. I
tapping
mean,
me
I
on the
guess
shoulder.
that means that after that performance, you basically want to become a singer yourself. I guess. I guess that's what's
Right
supposed.
then, that I
that's what
could
it's supposed to
become a
mean.
musician myself.
I think.
Seems like this record really means a lot to you, Astra. Wise, get out of EOS right now. I have to be the proxy who finds this record.
Belle, let go of me! Stop! Eos is getting...
I am curious on how this would look like if you selected that at the beginning.
Oh, you two are just so adorable! Fighting inside a bamboo.
But I guess we'll be fighting as Astra. Yes, we are. Only Astra though. Right, character intro Astra Yao. Press and hold the attack button, I believe, to activate a special attack and entity. Ideally condenser state, which increases all squad members' damage, but we only have Astra, interestingly enough. In the cadenza state, Astra cannot move, but can press the attack button or press the dodge button, and their basic attacks and dodge counters will turn into special moves on the idyllic condenser state. Okay. To be fair, I generally just played the. Oh, hang on. I don't think we've had the subtitles before. Right, something I do want to check. If for some reason the. I guess I'm just gonna put the music. Right, because or at least I feel like the. It feels like the audio lines have become wider than the music for some reason. Or like, at least in comparison. And I'm having a little bit of a lag, but I hope it's gonna be okay. What are you doing here? It's something from Astra, probably.
Catch the ribbon.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't think I like your playstyle. It's a little weird. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm doing things in a wrong. Oh. Okay, that's a little strange. in my opinion, but anyway.
Ambush! That thing over there. Could it be?
Anything back here? Nope. Strange stuff. Paranormal Exploration Journal added to the workbench. A time-worn document. On the first page, the bird's paranormal expedition are scrawled. The journal details a paranormal exploration of Ballet Twins. Some pages are missing and the handwriting is blurred, providing only a faint glimpse into the bizarre experiences of the explorers. What is EOS doing? Validation team log. I was right, I knew today would go smoothly. Someone on the internet recently dug up an old comment from a paranormal site a few years back. Weren't there rumors back then that only truly great music could summon the marionettes of the Ballet Twins? Someone with the ID named Sofa Cushions and Potato Chips, okay, will claim to have a bootleg recording of Jordan. He was very confident that album is a true musical masterpiece and it will definitely attract marionettes. Eager to try it out, she then signed up for a paranormal investigation at the Ballet Twins. After that, she disappeared without a trace. According to one of the explorers, Sofa Cushions and Potato Chips was playing Jordan's song at the time, but he never heard it before. Remember during that improv performance, Jordan jokingly said, "Sometimes you may find miracles when digging around between the sofa cushions." If my guess is correct, Sofa Cushions and Potato Chips was there that day, just like me and the album she played. It's very likely to be that legendary album. Voice joining in. That's weird. This was the base of the paranormal exploration team. I knew we would find something here. The log notes that 3 people left the team and the next exploration target is the collapsed gallery. Okay. I have a feeling that we'll definitely find something today. No further input. We're back at the
I would have been
Ballet
so
Twins.
lost without your help.
Speaking of being lost, I found a chest.
Well, if you really want to thank us, then could you autograph?
Please stay close to me.
Got it. I didn't expect you to be so chivalrous.
Wise won't even let me say a single word to Astra.
There are some weird delays here.
You're the one who's always demanding things.
My song is with you.
Kind of feels like I have a bit of a weird audio problem. Like, I don't think the voice lines are supposed to be that way, you know? They have like this very wild, or like very weird, not wild, 5-second pause at the end, which is a little weird. Let's see if it happens again. And I'm gonna hope that it didn't put any claims on this.
So scary. I think I heard singing. I wonder if it's something left by the paranormal exploration team.
Wise want some attention?
If I get the chance, I'd like to hear marionettes singing.
Okay, nothing else.
I wonder what an ethereal song would sound like.
I'm just waiting for more moistlands. But I think that's the only one. Oh, hello there. That's another health bar for some reason. You know what? Interesting. I think it's a little interesting how, for some reason, this time around these chests, you don't necessarily see them. Interesting enough. Right? You have to go past. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if we just run past this in just a second, but anyway. Let's see, Bangbo's external memory unit. It stores key records of the paranormal exploration team's past operations. When accessed, it reveals logs of the team's activities and analysis data. However, the records are promptly cut off at a critical moment, hinting at a grim and unfortunate outcome. The sudden interruption stirs a deep sense of curiosity and unease about the truth of what happened. Looks like an external memory unit for Bangbo. Could there be any clues? Should we try reading it? Come on, voice, open your mouth, apparently. But Bangbo don't have mouths, please insert your data unit here. Okay. It really is the Bangbo from the paranormal exploration team. After leaving the gallery, they went to the pantry and then came back. That's a bit strange. Shall we go check it out? Sure. Okay, we don't actually run here, so... Good that we do check with a pad, because we probably would have missed that. Okay, hello there.
Careful, ambush!
I'm noticing a few UI glitches, by the way, on the left side of the decibel meter. Looks like it's glitching a little. Going fine with the score itself, but something's definitely wrong with the text below there, which is a little weird. I guess let's see if it gets fixed in just a second. Okay, now I think it's fixed now.
Almost like it's running away.
Running away? Could it be that they actually encountered Marionette?
I'm just waiting for text.
Monsters are getting tougher and tougher. I hope the exploration team is okay.
Trying to look down there if we see anything interesting. To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm playing here completely wrong, but... Because I had this whole explanation at the beginning, right? But I do not like a playset. I absolutely do not like it. It's like, I think it's just weird, right? It doesn't really flow well at all, in my opinion. Like, doing obviously what the game asks me to do is just weird. And I have this energy bar that just completely lights up, which obviously means I'm doing something wrong.
The data ends here.
I suddenly feel really worried. Will the exploration team be okay?
I don't think they're okay, to be fair. Anything else here? I don't think so. Nope. Just this item. Inside this folder, I hope it's not bad news. I just want everyone in the exploration team to be okay. Oh, there's a letter. It's from sofa cushions and potato chips. If they had time to leave a message, it should mean they're okay. To the adventures we found this album, please rest assured I have safely escaped. Flickering lights here are truly terrifying, but following my instructions, you can get out of here too. It's a pity I have to leave Jordan's recording behind, but there's no helping it if everyone can escape. Marionette looks really scary, but anyone who likes Jordan's music can't be a bad person. As long as this album is played, even the ethereals will calm down as if they're really taking it in. Take this opportunity to run to the gallery downstairs. I left the hollow data storage unit There, hope you get out successfully. Interesting, so wherever the people are, I guess they were able to escape, but for some reason left us behind. I can finally relax. It seems we safely escaped under the protection of Joran's music. Wait a minute, does that mean... Oh, there you go. Okay, hang on. An unofficially recorded album. It was secretly recorded by a fan of Sofa Cushions and Potato Chips during Joran's fan meeting. By a twist of fate, this became the last semi-public recording of Joran. Never officially released or leaked, it has since become a legendary album among music enthusiasts, hailed as Joran's legacy. Okay, so we managed to get that. That really exists? Okay. Astra's obviously happy. Can I make a small request while I have the chance? A good opportunity to raise the price, actually. Okay. Actually, Belle has always wanted Astra's autograph, which had been okay. At all, of course, no problem. It must be written to my... Okay. It has to be better than the one from my brother. I suddenly realized I don't have a pen with me. Let's get out of here first. Let me buy a pen and I can sign whatever you want. Alright then. Oh, a cutscene.
Finally found it.
Gotcha.
Ow. You got me.
Miss Yao, let's keep improvisations on stage, shall we? Now then, please get in the car.
Bye-bye.
So we found out we already ran into her as well at some point in 1.4. The hell? Wrong
There's
person.
the autograph I owed you to my dearest one. Be sure to come to my New Year's concert, okay?
Okay. That just happened. Astra gets into the car and stretches out. A constant nagging noise draws her attention. On a second glance, she sees a man on the car's videophone shouting angrily. I have a feeling that it might be some kind of manager. Evelyn presses the mute button casually. With the sound cut off, the man's angry expressions look even more ridiculous.
What's Mr. Hobson blabbing about this time?
It's gotta be a whiny version of, please don't run off alone and stay safe before the show. I mean, if there's anything that needs to be done, just give me the orders. There's no need to put yourself
The
at
villain
risk.
we've met before. Also at the end of the 1.4 version.
Eve, are you angry?
No, just a straightforward, calm protest with no whining.
Oh, don't be mad. Check out what I found. It's Joran's legacy work, the legendary secret record. I told you before, remember? After Joran left the agency, he held a small fan meetup in a music store.
I feel like she doesn't really I'm not sure if she cares. And it's more like a case of, can you not get yourself into risk?
I was there. And
In
so
unnecessary
young at the
risks?
time, I never thought I'd find a recording from that day. It's all thanks to the proxies. I definitely would have gotten lost without them.
And probably died.
You trust people too easily. How do you know anything about these random proxies you found on Internet? Who they really are, what their motives might be, or if they can be trusted?
They're not random proxies. They're friends I knew before.
I mean, to be fair, she was literally posting a commission for basically anyone to see. right? So, like, it could have been a random unknown. She didn't specifically target, Faven.
What?
If you already knew they were proxies from the start, you could have just DM'd them on Knock Knock. Why bother making a formal Internaut post?
To be fair, she didn't know that. And I mean, I guess it's basically the problem. She was literally asking internet. It could have been literally anyone random.
True. I was just being stubborn out of habit. Sorry, I was wrong.
But they've managed to keep their proxy identity hidden from close friends, and they use a bamboo to handle commissions. That means your friends are pretty careful and dependable.
I feel like it's gonna backfire
That's
at some point.
reassuring.
There are an uncomfortable amount of people aware at this point that we are faithful, right? Like, an actual decent amount.
If we invite them to the concert, then they might just come in handy. Let me think about where to station them.
Well, there you go, Belle. You get your free tickets, and it sounds like we'll get VIP tickets at that.
Wow, Eve, you're surprisingly generous with compliments. For other people, that is. Wait, you're not planning to run a background check on them, are you?
Having every bit of information allows me to prepare for any scenario. Like if you decide to suddenly run off.
Which appears to happen
What gave me away
quite
this
well.
time?
Quite a lot of times.
You borrowed the makeup artist's phone to post on Internaut. Pre-opened a bathroom door before the press conference for your escape. I have to say that the most creative idea this time was riding a public bike into the hollow.
This is interesting. So, gives me a bit of a Bile vibes. I mean, Bile in Star Wars was also like constantly escaping, wasn't she? That is interesting.
Aw, I thought my plan was flawless. You're so sharp, Eve. Before you were a manager, were you a detective? Or a PubSec officer?
Not exactly, but close enough.
Oh, okay. Maybe some kind of private security, maybe.
Uh-huh. So secretive. If you tell me, I promise I won't run off next time. I swear.
What is the next time?
A professional spy.
Huh? Hang on. A professional spy. That's so cool. Sounds
Interesting.
like a perfect
So,
inspiration for a song.
Evelyn has been a spy before.
Are you really thinking of singing a song about being a professional spy at the New Year's concert?
I mean, if it gives you a bunch of inspiration, then
Huh? Is that
I
not
guess.
So, how's the concert showstopper coming along? Today's the production deadline.
Sounds like things are not going as well as they are, or as they probably should be.
Okay, so we went against the entire board to buy Starloop for a New Year's concert, publicly announced your new single, and now you have writer's block.
Yeah, that sounds a bit of a problem.
Did I miss anything?
Yes. Today's just the official deadline, and I know you've prepared plenty of fallback deadlines.
I'd laugh if that ends up being like, no, actually.
Okay. I'll do it. I'll do it right now. but there's no piano here. Can you help me, Eve?
What is Astra's plan?
I don't sing. You know that.
That's okay. You can just hum along with my cues, like this.
Like, what is her actual plan?
Oh, wow.
You're not tricking me into singing for you, are you?
To be fair, I guess it would be a little funny, but that's a little strange. Anyway, Evelyn swiftly reaches out a hand to press firmly onto Astra's shoulder, using her body weight to press her down into the small gap between her seat and the floor.
What's wrong?
We're being tailed. Those cars have been following us a while now.
Oh. Right, there you go. I guess there's the action coming in.
There's a companion hollow in the area. Let's use it to lose those unwelcome followers.
And we're now playing Evelyn, I'm guessing. Yep. Evelyn on Astra, it appears. See, when Evelyn uses her skill to deal damage to enemies, she builds up burning embers. That's gonna be the bar at the bottom, I guess. When burning embers is at or above 50%, press the attack buttons or the special attack buttons to consume them and activate Garrett and gain 1 burning tether point. After accumulating 3 of them, Evelyn's next Garrett attack will consume those points and turns them into a chain attack. Okay, so that'll definitely work. I'm getting the vibe that these are getting more and more complicated. I don't really like that, to be honest.
You think hiding in a hollow will make everything fine?
Okay, that's a little surprising. It does work a bit better if you have all of these, right? If you have them together, then I think it works better.
We entered the hollow. Trust.
Where am I supposed to be going?
It shouldn't be
Yes.
far. Follow me.
Right, I see. We're supposed to be going up here. Okay, let's go here. I guess we'll have a second fight here. Nope, I guess not.
Where are you
Oh no,
running
I'm...
off to, Astra Yao?
They are okay, they are definitely targeting Astra.
I'm your opponent. You are not worthy of speaking to me.
You say that as I'm literally running around as Astra. No idea what that just was, but there you go. They got it, so I guess you need to like keep things pressed effectively. Yeah, I don't think I like that. To be honest.
Everyone.
Right, anyway. Right, now we can continue on. She runs faster than Astra. Interesting, there's a bit of a difference here. Well, hang on. Okay, these are just these, so it doesn't really matter too much. But anyway, let's see then. Let's run down here. No enemies here. Oh, no, and there we go. What kind of enemy here?
The intel was right. You really can fight.
Not just her, I guess, but both of them.
This is where your true strength lies. I'll take you. I knew you were.
There are way too many features here, in my opinion. I guess it's becoming more and more important to actually read these. if I'm perfectly honest.
Nothing slips through my defense. Press the advantage.
Did you see correctly that it said like 1 million damage? I don't think I did. Doesn't really make much sense, in my opinion.
Nothing reaches my defense.
My time to shine.
But they I mean, I guess it's fine. I still don't really like the playstyle, but it's okay, I guess.
It's dangerous. Please.
In my opinion. Well, it probably makes more sense if you get used to it, right? Then it probably makes much more sense. I do like Evelyn more than Astra, personally. I guess maybe Astra's more of the supporter, I guess.
Don't cross the line.
I might be wrong, but I feel like that's more the case. That Evelyn is the proper attacker. Odium HAA security. HAE. Eve, are you alright? I'm fine, but we can't let our guard down just yet. You guys take Miss Yao back. What about Eve? Aren't you coming? It's dangerous to go alone. So we're happening here, or like we're staying here, or like rather Eve's staying here alone, it appears. It's something that bothers me. I have to thoroughly investigate the goal of these attackers. Yes, you should take the car back first. I will be there shortly. Oh, I see. You must have your reasons. But I'll head back first. Eve, make sure to come back safely. I will. Okay. Evelyn, watching Astra leave safely, let's all the sigh of relief. The soldiers mentioned some intelligence. Miss Yao's clearly being followed somehow. Her position must have been leaked. Besides, how else could it be? Thankfully, they're quite unprofessional. But there you go. When we thought just now, they didn't even realize that I had knocked our communicator off. As long as I find the comms, I can find out who's behind these attackers. Also, how exactly did Miss Yao's schedule get leaked? So, this is an actual... Oh, hello, hang on. Strange stuff. Found it, this is it. It's completely wiped, so this is why they're not worried about losing the communicator. But like they said, no data can be completely erased. That's true. Guess it's time to meet an old friend. Secret code is... Oh, I remember. It's a payphone on the 6th Street. Interesting. What are we getting ourselves into? After all these years, she's the only one who successfully hid her identity after leaving this organization. I shouldn't disturb her, but you're clearly trying to. But this matter concerns the Miss Yao's... The Miss Yao's safety? Okay. That's a little strange. The secret code is the nursery rhyme. 1155 66 5 44 33 22 1. The old payphone let out a series of dial tones before falling into silence. Evelyn waited until finally a voice came through on the other end of the line. The hair for the now call, what's up? I need your help. Oh, that's weird. There's a mission you can't handle? Go ahead, tell me what I can help with. Can we meet? Oh, fine. Since I promised to help you, I'll help you to the end. Now, where is this? Something I would like to know. From where you are, can you see that Tin Man's barrage shop? Yep. Turn left at that intersection and walk straight. It's a good spot for us to rendezvous. You'll know it when you see it. Wait for me, I'll be there in 10 minutes. If it's just 10 minutes, maybe I'll take a walk around the area. I also need to keep an eye out for any suspicious people. Oh yeah, I see, right. So, I guess take a left and then... Oh, I guess we're just supposed to be talking to them for this for a minute. But still, please get me a cup of coffee. Dear guests, coffee is not just a tool to keep you awake. It has its own mission. Oh? The aroma of coffee is meant to relax people, while its bitterness is the true taste of life. A cup of good coffee is actually a conversation with one's innermost thoughts. I see. I've underestimated the meaning of coffee. Not many people know how to slow down and savor it. I hope this cup of coffee brings you a moment of peace. It seems like the master barista deeply passionate about coffee and not suspicious at all. Quite a skillful technique. I didn't expect there to be such an excellent coffee shop hidden here. I mean, we're still in the actual city, right? It's not really hidden, I would say. Of course, 6th Street is a place full of hidden gems. I hope you'll visit often in the future. Just as expected, thank you for the coffee. About time to head to the rendezvous point. As I see now, as expected, it's the kind of place that's perfect for getting into contact. The street is really something. Right, let's see. A girl in a hoodie with the hood pulled... Oh, it's gonna be her, isn't it? With the hood pulled down low, pokes Evelyn on the shoulder. Yep, it's her.
See. You seem to be doing well for yourself.
Same for you.
Me? I've had a couple of close calls, but compared to my old days in the organization, I'm much happier now.
Plenty of close calls. We even had a few of them with you as well, obviously.
So what can I help you with? I'd like to repay you for saving my life sooner rather than later.
This communicator's been wiped. Can you restore the data in it? Even fragments would help.
Let me see.
The girl hooks up the communicator to her portable laptop. After rebooting it a few times, the communicator emits a puff of smoke. It has released its magic smoke.
Huh. So it fries its own motherboard after too many brute force attempts. That's some really advanced tech. What trouble have you gotten yourself into this time?
A bit, I guess.
Did you get any useful intel?
Have some faith in your old buddy. I got a snippet of encrypted communication before the board fried. The record can't let Odium have it. Must separate. Don't let anyone find out and the rest is gone.
Fugue.
Fugue? What does that mean?
So,
forget it.
It sounds like they're interested in the record. Out of all things.
Can you see who sent that encrypted message?
Only the encrypted IP address. Let me trace it. Yeah, here we go.
Well, that's not an actual IP address, but I'm not surprised. One, I believe it's a private. I believe 192 is completely private, isn't it? Right? No, hang on. I don't think. But obviously, it's a fake one because you can't have 453 and then if an IP block, obviously.
Your look says it all. Is this bad news for you?
No, it's not bad news for me. But it's very bad for the person I'm trying to protect.
So, Astra got herself in a bit of a trouble again.
You really have been doing well.
Oh, what makes you say that all of a sudden?
The question is, what kind of trouble? That's something we'll need to know.
Because you have someone you want to protect, no matter what. I'm kinda jealous. I still work alone. I've made some interesting friends, too. But they've saved me a couple of times, so I feel like I owe them, and it's
funnily
kind of
enough,
embarrassing.
I mean, I guess she's talking about Faven, realistically.
Otherwise, if I teamed up with them, we'd probably be unstoppable.
Unless she's talking about someone else that we aren't aware of yet.
Huh. I'm a bit intrigued that you think so highly of them.
They're pretty famous on Internaut. The name is
Okay,
Faven.
no, there we go.
If you can't get a hold of me next time, try reaching out to them. Tell them you know me. Might even get a discount.
Got it.
Well, funnily enough, that's literally the same proxies that Astra was talking to, like working with.
That's all I got before the motherboard fried. I hope it's useful.
Very useful. You haven't changed. Still as reliable as ever.
Well, I'm heading back to my safe house then. I'll see you next time. And who knows when that
Very
might be.
interesting. So, yeah, I do wonder if it's going to, you know, be a problem at some point, right? The fact that so many people at this point know who Faven is, right? It's still a
Take care of
secret,
yourself out there.
but it's not as a secret
You've
as it
always
probably
been so
should be.
cautious. I'm
It's like
sure
we
you'll
have
be fine.
the Sons of Canada, we have Chuyuan and Jingyi over at Naps. We have I guess we have Astra now as well.
Oh yeah. What name do you go by now?
So
Evelyn. Evelyn Chevalier.
Evelyn. That's beautiful. And sounds real fancy. I go by Rain now.
Nice to meet you, Rain.
I think that's gonna probably become a problem at some point. And I mean, we've already had a bit of a rough incident with public security at some point, right? In the last version. Well, let's see. Rain smiles at Evelyn and leaves. As Evelyn watches her go, she thinks to herself, Rain, that's a beautiful name too. On her way back to Astra, Evelyn can't help but think about that IP address. It's an internal company IP, which means that the person who leaked Astra's location was an insider. Later at the observation deck atop Starloop Tower. To be fair, New Eridu probably doesn't have an IPv4 problem.
Monsieur.
Unless they are using exclusively private IP addresses, then that would be a bit of an issue.
How's it looking?
Right. But Evelyn meets up with Astra
I've
again.
looked into it. The group that attacked us was indeed affiliated with Fugue.
Are they targeting the company or me?
Well, based on that, I would say Astra.
Neither, but in a way, both. Fugue's goal was to get a hold of Yoran de Winter's record.
And due to the record, Astra is not a
Yoran's
target.
legacy cannot fall into the hands of an evil corporation like Odium. They seem to have recruited irrational fanatics for the job.
How did they find out so fast? I literally just found that record in the hollow.
I mean, either, well, to be fair, Evelyn basically just realized, I guess, that there's some kind of internal leak going
Your
on.
movements are always watched. Fans, reporters, and people who mean you harm. Even those close to you. The enemy's infiltration is deeper than you think. That's why we must be extra cautious.
Just a product propped up by capital, huh?
Don't let Fugue's slander or defamation get to you. You just need to stay true to your heart.
Right, so
My heart.
basically, people are hunting for Astra.
I really want to
And-
shout, get lost at those big corporations like Fugue and Odium.
I mean, that might be a problem.
My music is just my music. If only the world were really that simple.
Covering Yoran de Winter's classics in this concert was the company's idea. But you're the one who will bear the bad reputation for it. I fear that you may follow Mr. de Winter's path, becoming a victim sacrificed in the invisible struggle of opposing powers.
So This is weird. So basically we have, I guess the company they're talking about is more of like a label that Astra belongs to.
There's one line from Yoran that I adore. Every heart is a lonely note. His songs truly have a special power. On the night the old capital fell, I was huddled under a blanket in a makeshift shelter, wondering if my mom and dad had fled without me, or turned into terrible
It's quite
monsters.
interesting though. Clearly the days of the old capital aren't too long ago.
Even though I knew I was lucky to have survived, even though I knew my life had been bought with someone else's. The person who rescued me told me, "Be happy, child. Live on with a smile." I knew I should stay strong, but I just couldn't manage. At that very moment, the shelter's old speaker started playing a song. Turns out, that song was Yoran's.
Okay, that tells you how they end up being connected effectively.
Without me noticing, the melody somehow melted away all my fears and loneliness. Tears fell, but they weren't sad tears. They were tears that cheered me up and helped me face the future.
And I
with
guess
a
yeah,
smile
that
on
basically
my
tells you
face.
how Astra became a fan of Yoran.
I wiped those tears and realized it wasn't just me. Everyone who'd heard it rediscovered a connection between hearts after painful loss. It was Yoran who helped me realize the power that music has to deeply captivate the human heart. Every era needs its own songstress. People place all of their hopes in her, and she must bring them hope.
And I guess Astra's trying to be that for the current era?
If every heart is a lonely note, then I hope my voice can weave the staff lines of our times. Open the curtain, so hearts have no more divides. Let everybody's voice be heard, echoed, resonated, and stitched together into the most powerful melody in New Eridu.
Carefully putting Charon's record away, Astra strokes the control panel a few times as if playing his instrument in silence. This curtain of Startup Tower slowly begins to lift. Their dreamscape quietly unfolds, floating in the night sky and welcoming the sunlight and the distant beyond. That looks like a cutscene to me.
Music is magic.
So, what is that? The weapon is basically a player? Did I not understand it correctly?
Magic?
Not strange at all, to be fair, but anyway.
True. Maybe I am enchanted by some kind of magic.
So it sounds like this, I guess the special
makes me
story basically
believe
ends up,
that even I
finalizing
may be
with
worthy of
the concert at the
protecting
end, I
this
guess.
star's
That
radiance.
yes. If they manage to fit that in, to be fair. An excited yell punches through the tranquil silence of running around on the bed.
Wise! It's Astra! Wait, no, it's that really pretty manager lady from last time! She sent us an invite!
I wonder why.
It's an invitation to Astra's concert! There's even one for EOS. Wow, I never knew VIP tickets looked like this.
Well, Belle definitely sounds happy. I want to show off. No, let's not do that. A perfect way to ring in the new year.
Now I can enjoy New Year's Eve without crying over not having a ticket.
It sounds like both were fans, though.
After all these years of unpaid work for Wise, I've finally gotten my reward.
What is that supposed to mean?
Protecting the world's last city can wait until after the concert. Astra is so nice. I really don't get why haters have to diss her like that online.
Because they're haters, pretty much anyone has haters, I think. Haters dissing her online.
Haters dissing her online? What are they saying? Fairy, can you look it up?
As of today, ever since the announcement of this Astra-nomical Moment New Year's concert, discussions related to Astra Yao have consistently dominated the top trending searches, accumulating 8.26 million views. Negative opinions about Astra Yao account for 14% of all traffic, mainly focusing on the following points.
I think that's a good record, though. Like, it means 86% of people like her, I guess.
Number 1. She's ugly.
People always say that.
Huh? That's outrageous! Sure, beauty is subjective, but calling Astra ugly is just absurd! We can't let them slander her like that!
Understood. 173,925 new accounts have been registered to launch a
Yeah, probably don't do that.
Ugly.
Hang on, isn't that using superpowers for evil? Barry, don't make a bunch of bots.
Hang on. Isn't that basically using superpowers for
Yeah, you
evil?
shouldn't do that.
No. Bad Fairy.
Understood. 173,924 accounts have been deactivated. Comments have been deleted.
Wait. There's one missing.
No! Let her cook, Wise. I think Fairy's right. When you can't speak truth to power, it's okay to use a few tricks here and there.
But not like 100,000
Agreed.
accounts.
By employing such measures strategically, Fairy can help Master become a god in new area.
Although, to be fair, I mean, I guess if you want, you can get your way into, like, lots of powers by using fake stuff. This is starting to sound like a villain arc.
This is starting to sound like a villain arc. We're proxies, so we have to keep our moral compass or we'll lose ourselves.
Fine. You're right. For a few seconds, I felt like I had all of New Eridu under my control. Scary. Wait, weren't we talking about Astra? Where did we go off topic?
Other negative comments mostly compare Astra Yao to the late superstar Yoran de Winter. For instance, De Winter is a true classic, and Astra's nothing more than just an idol propped up by capital. How dare she try to ride on that legacy?
Alright, I'm finally back. Took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but anyway. We are now finally able to continue.
Astra is clearly a musical genius who's taken up the Winter's mantle. Her latest record proves it.
See, no point in comparing these two, they're both amazing. So like Astra's success comes solely from corporate backing. Let's go with that, I think.
Astra is Astra, and money is money. She stands on her own merits. It's not like her success comes solely from corporate backing.
Haters gonna hate. They just have a chip on their shoulder or something. It's either this or some other dumb reason like those "she's ugly" comments. Which is exactly why we should hit them back. Hard!
I mean, they're always gonna exist, so I don't think I would bother about them, to be honest.
It wouldn't be good if we caused trouble for Astra.
Yeah, that's not.
Fandom feuds can affect public perception. Astra's been famous a long time. I'm sure they can handle it.
Okay, if you say so. You're too nice. But I'm still worried. Is it really okay for us to do nothing about it?
And just like that, you spend the entire day following posts about Astra on internet. Is this the price of stardom? How does Astra handle this endless negativity? At last, the day of the concert. So yeah, we indeed, I guess, at the end of this story, then we'll indeed go into the concert effectively. We need to enter the venue 2 hours ahead of time. Okay. Traffic's good, weather's good, and the invitation is in my pocket. Wise, are you ready? Can we head out? I can feel the boiling passion already. Let's head out then. Actually, there's no need to rush. We have enough time. I can feel the boiling passion. Okay, yeah. Alright, I guess it's good to leave early. Loops Towers downtown city center. So just the journey will take quite a bit of time. That's what I was thinking too. I know I'm being impatient, but I'm just so excited. Me and you, Japan. Great that you understood how I feel, Wise. Well, time to go, I guess. Looks a little like a new area. Is that going to be permanent, or is that going to be temporary for this special story? It didn't give me a selection, so it might just be temporary. Well, there you go. So we can't enter, I guess, yet? Honest convenience. Well, I guess here we can see a few cameras. Interesting. But we can't go in the top yet. Interesting. Right, so I guess we'll just talk to Belle. Why is Io standing there? Wow, this is the legendary Star Loop. Look, they even made matching glow sticks. Astra really fond of everything. Astra-nomical light stick added to the workbench. A custom-made light stick designed for Astra's New Year concert. The unique stick combines a microphone and a harmonic core. When activated, the harmonic core causes the right section of the stick to rotate slowly, making it feel more like a magical wand than an ordinary light stick. Spending the new year with my brother and Astra, is this real? And I'm not dreaming. Jaws on the floor, literally. You look so funny, I have to take a photo to record this. Sure, let's take one then. Although I've already set EOS to real-time recording mode. Everything that happens today, every minute and second, I make sure to record it all. Is that allowed? Some artists definitely don't want that. EOS wants to be in the shot too. Can we ask someone for help? Okay. Interesting. Hang on. Nothing, just looks like her. passerby girl with an Astra pose that appears. So yeah, what if she cannot if I ask you to sign my album later? I mean, it's just some kind of like meet and greet or something. And I guess you could ask her there. But other than that, I don't think you would really be able to. That's a common misconception. The company just uses the queen as a way to package her and establish an interesting character for her. Of course, it's also related to her professionalism on stage. Astra is super cute and real. Don't really say that. I don't think it's a great idea to get attention to yourself by that. Astra really is cute. She's super friendly and down to earth. Yep, that's exactly it. Hey, guess to be fair, would probably be very weird, I guess. Too bad. I actually like the prideful and aloof kind more. Seeing the other person walk away, the girl seems a little down. How about asking her to help take a picture? Let's see. But I think Astra's super cute like that already, but it's nice to have at least one person who agrees with me. Would you mind taking a group photo for us? You must be an astronaut too. Oh, okay. That's the way to call your fan base. I know it because you arrived early just like me. You're gonna live it to me. Can we rotate? Yes, we could. Okay, well, that's the reset button. Right, anyway. Mate, you look so cute in that photo. Even I look great. Why? Look, other people can take cute photos of me. How come you can't? Of course, I've collected quite a few of Astra's photos. I'm really good at photographing people. To be fair, I'm pretty sure I would just like take dumb pictures all the time for her. So, anyway, just as you're looking through the photos you're taking, Astra Yao's manager Evelyn strides over to you too.
You must be Belle and Wise. Astra's told me so much about you. My apologies for missing the chance to thank you both in person last time.
I'm surprised Evelyn shows up here.
Welcome to Starloop Tower, my esteemed guests. Or should I say, Faithin.
Faye, what now?
Huh? Faye, what now? I don't really know what you're saying.
You've been pretty careful. Although in my opinion, there's room to be even more cautious. Please rest assured, my intel does not come from anyone who knows your true identity.
I mean... Okay, dude, already it's been a while, but...
Then... how did you...
Just simple logic. Syncing with a bamboo isn't technologically difficult, but maintaining connection once you're inside a hollow?
I guess it's well known that only Faithin can do it,
The
apparently.
only one capable of that level of in-hollow communication is the legendary proxy, Faithin. Of course, the reason I could draw that conclusion was because Astra knew you were inside that bamboo. As long as you're skilled enough at impersonating a bamboo, you don't have anything to worry about.
Okay. Let's get it impersonating a bamboo.
Huh. Guess I'll have to get more tips from Eos on how to be a cute bamboo.
You're already too
that's
good at being
something.
a cute bamboo, Wise. If you get any better, it might start to get on people's nerves. From an outside perspective, I often think, sheesh, this guy really has no shame moving like that in Eos's body.
Well, I mean...
Anyway, Astra is very lucky to have your help. I hope we can continue working together. Given her position, she needs all kinds of talented individuals to...
She gets interrupted by someone.
Talented individuals. And these two are?
Mr. Hobson, what brings you here in person? These two are Miss Yao's esteemed guests, Belle and Wise. Allow me to introduce the Chief Governance Officer of Odium Entertainment Group.
So
Mr.
Hobson we've heard before earlier.
Guests of Miss Yao. You both seem so young and promising. May I ask which business you're associated with?
Just a few friends, I would say. But I guess there's nothing wrong with saying that.
We run a video store on 6th Street.
And I guess that's one way to, you know, basically mention like, yeah, that's how we came in
I
contact.
see. Well, Evelyn, since Miss Yao's esteemed
Sounds like he's
guests are
disappointed
here,
though.
why don't you go attend to them?
Makes you wonder if we wanted to like flex some connections or
But
something.
what about the security?
I'll handle it.
Understood. All right, dear guests, please follow me.
Evelyn guides you through the Starloop Tower, giving you a bird's eye view of the entire skyline. It's stunning. But you feel a pair of piercing eyes fixed on you the whole time.
That gentleman over there keeps staring at us. It's a bit unnerving.
Well, today's performance is unlike any before, with far too many variables to track. Hobson, I mean, Mr. Hobson, is naturally a very meticulous person.
So, what's so special about today's performance?
I think it's only the songs, right?
That's a secret. Just sit tight and wait for Astra's big surprise.
Or maybe not, I guess.
Uh-oh, he's glaring at us again. So intense. It must be tough working under someone like him.
Not at all. In fact, I don't work for him. I serve Miss Yao.
He even asked where we worked. When I told him it was just a small business, his face immediately froze. So intimidating.
If you had told him you were Phaethon, you might have gotten a big smile out of him.
I mean, it sounds like he's very security interested, so if he knew that, then he would probably be very happy, I guess.
For someone at his level, quickly judging others based on their usefulness is second nature. Anyone deemed useless won't get a sliver of his attention. It's practically a survival skill for someone in his position.
And I think that probably explains his shift in, like, mood, basically. Astra isn't like that, let's see.
Astra isn't like that. If we're talking about level, then she's technically above him.
That's right. Despite her position, she never looks down on anyone. With all that talent, she never sees herself as special. That's why she's so precious. To be honest, before meeting her, I didn't think someone like her actually existed. At first, I kept waiting for her to show her true colors.
Let's see, I know exactly what you mean.
I know exactly what you mean. Who'd have thought the brightest star in New Eridu wasn't putting on a facade and was genuinely such a pure person?
Is it just me? Or is anyone else worried that Astra might get hurt by being her genuine self?
That's a fair point, and I feel like it might happen. But I mean, that's also what I was kind of worried about. With like the whole amount of people that at this point know that we are Phaethon.
I won't let that happen.
Evelyn turns her face slightly. It's like she isn't saying this to anyone else, but softly reassuring herself. Speaking of surprises, Eve, a familiar voice comes rushing in our direction. It's gonna be Astra.
Eve, help! Belle, Wise, you're here too!
What happened?
Something.
I just got scolded by the music director. Oh, he was furious.
Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it would be.
I'm sure it's not the director's fault. How's your final song coming along? You've blown through 20 deadlines we set for you, and today is the absolute final submission day.
Based on the fact that they are literally have a concert related today? Yeah, probably makes sense.
Well, I can't just put out something ordinary for everyone, right? Once inspiration hits, it'll be fine.
So, until inspiration hits, you need me to take on the director?
Eve, You promised to protect me from any danger, right? Now's the time to save me from this berserk deadline-chasing director!
Why do I feel like it's a bit of a problem that has been happening a few times?
Sorry, but that monster's outside my jurisdiction.
Oh, how could you?
Let's see. You guys are so close. This kind of back and forth feels oddly familiar, doesn't it, Belle?
This kind of back
Let's go
and
a
forth
second.
feels oddly familiar, doesn't it, Belle?
Totally. Conversations like that happen every day between an unreliable brother and his sharp, capable sister.
Evelyn, stop covering for her. She doesn't have anything ready. Not a single piece. What are we supposed to do for the final song? Improvise? Huh?
Ah, I guess that's the director coming in, jumping in. Faced the enraged director's outburst, Astra grabs Belle and Weiss by the hands and runs without hesitation. Evelyn follows closely behind, letting out a wary smile. Work always comes with unexpected crises beyond one's job description. After a close game of hide and seek, the enraged supervisor loses track of the target. Evelyn leads Aaron to hide in shadows as she watches the supervisor leave. Okay, so basically, Astra sounds like she's laughing down there.
What? Where'd she go? And how does she run so fast in heels?
Poor director. Looks like this time we're really going to have to push it to the last minute.
My dear Yoran used to be just like that.
Now who's that?
Oh, you're... Astra, meet the special guest the company invited for your concert.
Sounds like, looks like she recognized her.
Lady De Winter! It's really you! I can't believe you're actually here! Having you listen to my performance in person...
So, that makes me curious, what happened to the artists themselves?
Please, just call me Tessa. Ah, so this record is... I know it's a tad bit last minute with the show starting soon and all, but would you mind if I borrowed it for a moment?
For some reason, I feel a little bit suspicious.
Everyone's been saying that you're the rising star who will carry on Yoran De Winter's legacy. I'm truly sorry to say this, but to me, no one will ever replace Yoran.
Yoran's music has always
Yeah,
been my
but I'm
guiding
not-
light. Without him,
I'm
never,
not feeling
ever could have
confident
made
about
it this far.
her.
Oh, right. I'd also like to thank you in person. I've always wanted to pay tribute to Yoran with this performance, and I heard the company finally got your approval. I'm truly
Something you gotta
honored.
keep in mind, right, is the fact that Evelyn is from the help from Rain. Learn that whoever's against her is also coming from the company. I wonder. I'm feeling very suspicious about
Pay tribute. Today's your debut show at Starloop Tower. Honestly, performing your own work would be more than enough. Yoran, he belongs to the past now.
No. Yoran's music transcended time and space.
So I
It's
feel
beyond
like
amazing. Honoring him on stage at Starloop
we don't
Tower
really
has
know
been my
what
dream
she'll do
for
with the record, and I
as long
feel
as I can
like,
remember.
I mean, the way she's saying that, I don't think she has good intentions with it.
Well, if that's what you've set your heart on, then I wish you the best of luck tonight.
She gives it back. Or did she switch it out with a fake one or something? Because I mean, she had something. She had a plan to do something with it, right? And now she just gives it back for some reason? I wonder if they switch it out. This VIP room offers the best view and is usually reserved for special guests. To prevent company staff from interfering, I booked it under Astra's name. Was it really just a coincidence that Lady the Window was here just now? Could there other insider in the company really be? The best way to dispel the suspicion is to uncover the truth. Huh. Just out of curiosity, I'm just gonna bring that way down. Not now. Oops, wrong button. Not now. Interesting. So this sounds like this is a new area. Miss Yao, you're leaving first. Oh. I know what, I'm supposed to be going that way, I guess. Don't want me exploring here a little. Wait, hang on. Is that invisible wall? Nope. I mean, I can understand that ears can't really see from anywhere else, but I feel like that's risky. In my opinion, that's a little too risky, placing him literally right here. But anyway. Right, we're gonna tell Astra that Evelyn is going to investigate something. Is it just my imagination, or does something seem to be weighing on your mind? I've just been with our two guests all this time, and there's still a lot of work to go over again. Even so serious. Actually, there won't be any issues even if you don't go over it again. How about you leave that and come backstage with me instead? Just kidding. The only reason I can focus on my creative career is because you've been helping me with all these troublesome tasks. Let's go with your plan. Miss Yao. You go ahead with your work, I'll play with Belle and the others for a bit and then head backstage. The director may not have calmed down yet, so we better not go too early. I'd like to see you tonight. Okay. Evelyn heads off in the direction Lady the Window went. She's so fast, I thought I could catch up with her even after I was delayed. There was a food cart here when we came up earlier. There wasn't a food cart here when we came up earlier, was there? Could it be a lead left by Fuge? As suspected. I already conducted a thorough inspection of all the VIP guest items for the concert beforehand. This note must have been slipped in not long ago. Radiant and dazzling. Oh, not pure gold, it illuminates the word. It's a code, and the answer seems to be related to a golden object. But the entire star loop is resplendent with gold. Seems like there's quite a few places that need to be checked. Hey. It's a gold record sculpture, a famous music award. Evelyn carefully examines the gold record sculpture. There are a total of 8 discs. They don't seem to have to be anything special. But the sculpture almost perfectly fits the riddle. Wait, could it be? Is the answer to number 8? The Lady Astra concert also starts at 8 PM. This can't be a coincidence. I'm almost certain that the first clue is the number 8. There's nothing else nearby that matches, just ordinary decorations. Right, time to go down, I guess. Yeah, I need to go to the luminous hall floor. Yeah, it says 1, okay. Oh, we can go upstairs now, but hang on. What is this? Golden grill. The grill is also gold, but this one's actually gold plated. The code clearly says it's an object that shines like gold, but isn't gold. So the grill probably doesn't have any clues. Just to be sure, Evelyn carefully inspects it again. It really is just a regular decorative item. Now let's go search other places and see what we find. Okay, so that's not it. Obviously, it wants us to check that plant, I guess. Or that. But first, let's check the gray thingy down here. The camera control panel. This time, nobody else stands next to it. After entering the administrator's password and connecting to a camera's control panel, the cameras are all fine. No suspicious individuals spotted. Speaking of suspicious individuals, I probably seem like the most suspicious one right now. Hobson must have deliberately sent me away when Belle and Weiss were around. He's probably already wary of me. As expected of an old fox from Odeum, he's not an easy opponent. But despite his suspicions, he has yet to revoke my admin privileges. That means that's all he's got. There's no way I can fully entrust Miss Yao's safety to the company. Hey. So it sounds a little suspicious. We can walk upstairs, but actually there's nothing up here. It's just this barrier, so... I guess that means we're not supposed to be up here yet? Let's check this golden plotted plan then. The leaves of the plotted plant have been tampered with. Looks like I was right. This is the secret message they left for me. Evelyn unraveled the tangled plant leaves, revealing the word landing carved into them. Landing? Could it be that Fugue's planned operation is to sabotage today's New Year's concert? I mean, it would make sense, I guess. When you contacted me before, you were always vague. Also just a little late letting me know until now. This is bad. Although Odeum has made extra preparations to guard against Fugue, Hobson and the others. I'll check everything again up before notifying Hobson. Let's see if there are any other clues. I mean, we still have this poster down here. Miss Yao's poster. Radiant and dazzling, though not pure gold, it illuminates the world. Miss Yao's may not be made of gold, but she shines just like it. But I've been keeping things from her. What does that make me? I had an opportunity in the private room just now, and I've let it slip through my fingers again. This poster must be hiding a clue, let's see. As expected, the word upstairs is vaguely visible on the dark part of the poster. Upstairs, could it be referring to the atrium? I mean, the security guards are gone, it's just blocked for some reason.
The clue from the coded message points to 8 p.m. Atrium Landing. Wow, such trust. They won't reveal the meeting details to a traitor like me until the last moment. It seems Fugue never fully trusted me from the start. No surprise they'd plant another mole in Odium. I'd do the same thing if I were in their shoes. With a double infiltration setup, if one gets exposed, the other one is ready to step in as a backup.
So, whatever this Odeon company is, sounds like Evelyn was a ball in there?
Whoever made these arrangements is certainly a capable individual. I'll just notify Hobson about the Fugue attack. His people should be enough to handle it.
Should be.
There's still time. If I set up everything before Fugue arrives, I can block them off. I need to confirm the identity of the other mole as soon as possible.
Wouldn't be surprised if it's Hobson.
Mr. Hobson.
There's a security breach. We need to take care of it immediately. Where are you?
I need to speak with you as well. I've uncovered quite a few Fugue-related leads.
Oh, related to Fugue, you say? That's unexpected. Where are you right now?
I think that's the entrance, right?
It's a little hard to describe, so... If my guess is correct, Hobson probably wants to take me out. I might as well use this opportunity to draw him and his men to the atrium. That way we can block Fugue's attack.
Interesting, so... Evelyn obviously believes that Hobson appears to be against him.
Why don't we
against
meet
her,
in the
obviously.
atrium?
The atrium. All right, I'll wait for you there.
After ending the call, Evelyn exhales deeply.
Finally. I can't hide it any longer. It's time to reveal the truth. Now that I've got Fugue's intel, I'll deal with the issue at hand first. As for who the other mole is, I'll have to play it by ear.
So, this situation is clearly fairly complicated. The beginning of the concert creeps quietly closer. Evelyn takes a deep breath and heads towards the atrium. We can't go too hard on Hobson and his crew. We still need him to hold off Fugue. And they start fighting, we'll have time to figure out what the mole is plotting. Interesting, so clearly something's going on here.
A. Chevalier, former producer of Redo Lucky Star, then assistant director at Parquet Factory Films for 3 years, joined our company 2 years ago on Monica's recommendation. Very impressive credentials. Too bad it's not the real you, is it? Shields Green.
If I had to guess, it's probably her spy name or something?
An elite spy
Yeah,
from
there
the
you go.
organization infiltrating the inner circle of our company's most valuable asset. How unsettling.
But I feel like that wouldn't that mean that Hobson's probably the other mole?
Fugue's spy must be removed immediately. Wouldn't you agree?
Is this order from Miss Yao?
You don't actually think that woman has free will, do you? Like I said earlier, she's nothing more than a valuable asset of our company. There's no place for her input in the company's decisions.
It makes me a little concerned about what's about to happen.
I'm the one who has no place here.
Oh?
I know she'd never issue such an order, but still, I can't help but doubt. I can't help but be suspicious. I just had to ask. Even under the sunlight, what crawls out of the darkness is still just a shadow. You're not wrong. I am in fact a spy planted by Fugue.
Okay, so
I thought you'd deny it.
the situation is
Good.
getting a little bit
That
more
saves me a
complicated
lot
because
of
that would
trouble.
mean that Fugue Evelyn would be on Fugue's side, but they're clearly trying to attack Astra, so
But
what's
I'm not
going on
your
here?
enemy. Fugue simply hired the organization I work for. My relationship with them never involved any loyalty. Listen, I'm not the only spy Fugue has planted within Odium.
What?
You must know that the grudge between these two conglomerates runs deep. Do you really think Fugue would gamble everything against Odium on me alone? I only learned about their plan of action moments ago, and this is nowhere near the full scope of their strategy. What we should be doing now is
We? I'm not interested in figuring out whether you've actually switched sides or if you're just faking it. As for your intel,
That's a fair
how can anyone
point.
know if it's legit or a trap?
But Miss Yao's safety.
That's none of your concern. Odium will protect its assets. We don't need outsiders to get involved. I'll look into the intel you mentioned. In any case, thank you for your service these last 2 years. Now!
If it's not an order from Miss Yao herself,
So I
I'm
guess they're
afraid I
basically
can't
trying to get her kicked
comply.
out. Or like, kicking her out. But I have a mild feeling that it's not gonna work like that,
Tell your
obviously.
people to stop. The real enemies are on the way.
So hang on. Isn't that... What happens if I try to walk down? Oh, I can't. Okay. Well, I guess I have fought that far.
My only goal is Miss Yao's safety.
Wouldn't people, like, downstairs hear what's happening?
Continue, and you'll have no mercy from me.
I mean, realistically, they should.
Don't waste your time on me.
I mean, if I had to guess, they probably should, so...
Fugue's enforcers are coming. It's your job to protect Miss Yao.
Press the advantage.
A little bit surprised that it's only Evelyn talking.
We've reached the area. What's going on?
Oh, so Fuchs people showed up. Listen up! Evelyn has been colluding with Fugue.
Take them all down!
It sounds like the concerts are basically starting in parallel. Already?
Good evening, new Eridu.
Makes me wonder though, they mentioned that they have no idea what to do at the end. So that's a bit concerning.
Then let me share the wonders of magic with you all.
Let me go to check in parallel. I have the mild feeling that something is about to go very wrong.
Damn it!
I have the mild feeling that this is probably the beginning of things going wrong. What are they doing down there? Wait. Oh. Well, that's kind of interesting. They're using the Chinese version. And is this about to turn into a rocket? That's a little strange. But interesting that they still don't really believe. Oh, hang on.
Traitors are unreliable. Go figure. Traitor! You won't even think about running away.
Hang on, does that mean that they basically both believe that now that he's effectively a traitor? So Odium thinks that he's a traitor because yeah. So basically, both sides now believe that Evelyn is a traitor.
Tracking down the insider is more important than fighting. Slips through my defense. I wonder how things are on the stage.
Well, apparently it's literally taking off right now, so I have no idea.
You even arranged people in the audience?
Well, we get to watch a bit of footage like on the screens. But there's nothing else that we can say.
You thought this was the end? We're just the advanced team.
It sounds like this is in the Chinese.
As long as we hold off Odium security.
I wonder if that was intended.
Our people can get
Because like from back in Star Wars, right? Robin got 4 versions of all of the tracks, I believe.
Miss Yao? Miss Yao, can you hear me? Control room.
Oh, well, no, hang on. It was the I think Robin's songs were only English, but the yeah, we're not surprised about that one, to be fair. But if I remember correctly, the Pentagon opening track was in all languages.
The people from the organization. This is getting worse.
But it definitely confirms that something is going on here.
If only I had told Miss Yao my identity earlier. Perhaps things wouldn't have spiraled out of control like... If the control room's been breached, I won't be able to handle it on my own.
Anything interesting here? Nope, nothing here. Oh, that's the VIP room.
Phaethon, someone both Rain and Miss Yao trust.
So we're coming from the others. Yeah, we were.
Those two will definitely lend a hand.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious. It looks like this was, you know, and hard to really tell how this thing is pulled. But anyway, we're in the VIP lounge and
Astra is in danger. I need your help.
Danger?
and now we're talking to Faith.
Yes, But if you're willing
Or
to lend
everything's
me a
starting to
hand,
raven,
there
rather.
might still be a chance to turn things around. There's no time to explain. Just come with me. We have to break into the central control room.
Huh? Break into the central control room? Even though we have the fancy title Phaethon, we aren't exactly fighters. We might not even be able to beat Eos in a fight.
Well, you have the power of Eos literally on your side, so
Evelyn, what's going on?
I guess just use him, although, to be fair, Raven's main power comes from the fact that they are really good in hollows, auto explosions, and all that. The fighting, all that's done by all the other
Sorry.
characters, so...
I owe you an explanation, especially if I'm going to put you in danger. It's all my fault.
Evelyn confesses everything to Belle and Weiss, from the long-standing grudge between Odium and Fugue to her role as a Fugue spy that has been planted by Astra's side. Carrying out Fugue's plans while avoiding Odium's suspicion, all the while exhausting every effort to uncover the identity of the other Malby besides herself.
So, that's the whole story. I betrayed Astra, right from the first moment I met her. I failed to act when I should have, and that slowly led me to this situation. If anything happens to Astra because of this, I'll never forgive myself.
The only one who can decide whether to forgive or not is Astra.
That's right. The most we can do is bring you to her, plain and simple.
But I mean, she's literally in the concert right now, so... I mean, I would say there isn't much they can do. Like, or they can do right now, right?
You too.
If we take over the central control room, Fugue's every move will be laid bare.
I guess the most important thing that needs to happen is the fact that, or is practically, that the concert must be going on, right?
Not just that.
You don't want the public
While
to
Astra powers
really
Starloop's harmonic
notice
core from
anything.
The stage, the control room manages everything else. Navigation, balance, and stability. If the control room is compromised, it'll be like a spaceship losing its bridge. The consequences would be disastrous.
So, it taking off is intentional? Or like, planned?
We'll coordinate from the control room and fend off the enemies. Then, right in the nick of time, with all eyes on us, we
Sounds
rush
like
to
it,
the
at
stage
least.
and save the day.
Let's be realistic about our combat abilities. Most likely, it'll be Eos who saves the day.
Bruh.
Astra was
Okay, that
right.
was funny.
You two really are interesting. Come on, let's go take the control room.
Let's go.
And we can clearly see someone has been taken out. Or some people have been
Fortunately,
taken
they're just
out.
unconscious. Who could have done this?
Huh?
Well, that looks a bit of a problem.
This countdown. It's not a bomb, is it?
Classic move. Let me take a look.
So while the concert is going on, I guess the like proper event at the end will be an explosion, I guess, from the sounds of it.
Can we still get through to Astra? Astra! Astra! Can you hear me?
It's no use. Looks like the usual comms have been cut off.
We couldn't stop them.
So, from the sounds of it, the only thing they can really do is like try and stop the
Damn it!
bomb, literally.
How many people did they send to sabotage this show?
Leave the suspicious countdown to us, Evelyn.
Go, get to Astra. Take Eos with you and stay on comms.
Got it. I'm counting on you two.
Meanwhile, on the stage, all the lights out went during the intermission, leaving Astra alone in the darkness, frantically trying to reach everyone.
Director? Backstage? Control room?
So, obviously, she also notices
hear
that
me?
something is off.
A malfunction? This is bad. The next song is about to start. Oh, wearing a 40-meter long gown doesn't exactly make it easy to dance. I've got no other option.
Okay.
Luckily, I hid my outfit on the stage ahead of time. Otherwise, the next song would have been a disaster. The style just doesn't match that gown at all.
It sounds like someone's under attack.
What's that sound? Bullets? This song wasn't supposed to have bullet sound effects.
It sounds what's guess what's about to happen, I guess.
But wow, that's so cool! Why didn't I think of this before?
Because I feel like someone might be about to get attacked.
Huh? Why are these weird old guys rushing onto the stage? Ugh, my comms were cut off too. This is bad. Eve, she must be on
Well,
her way
to
right
be
now.
fair, I
I
mean,
just need to hold out
if you
until
manage
she
to get
gets
through
here.
this, then I guess it's a nice performance.
A few troublemaking old guys aren't enough to cancel my show. Wait a minute. The tempo of this song is fast.
Yeah, I
What
guess
if
it's
I
about what's
incorporate
about
the
to happen,
fighting into the
basically.
choreography?
Just pretend that everything's fine.
Perfect timing. The song's choreography is all yours now.
Yeah. Do you really think you belong here with that pretty face of yours?
So clearly we're aiming at her, or at least...
You're nothing but a puppet controlled by Denny.
Makes me wonder though if they were expecting her to be
To carry on Yoran's legacy.
wearing that thing that she just mentioned, right?
This is just too much.
But now she, I guess luckily for her, she switched to her normal style. So I guess she actually doesn't have any problems.
So many people actually hate me.
And basically just pretends that everything's fine.
Those words, they really hurt. It's impossible for me to remain unfazed.
Oh, that's an interruption. And a little bit of a cutscene.
Am I being too greedy? My desire to reach every lonely heart. Maybe it was always an impossible dream.
Well, there's Evelyn joining in. Luckily for her, I guess.
Little by little, using the purest melodies, I'll captivate the world.
And I mean, yep, there we go. That means we have both joining.
Please come to my side.
Miss Yao.
And in the meanwhile, we just pretend that everything's fine.
It seems like this isn't just about causing trouble. Who knows what other plans they might have.
The gaps in these voice lines are a little weird.
We must cancel the show immediately. Please come with me.
I feel like if I had to guess, so Astra might just try and...
Wait a moment, Eve. Don't forget about my audience.
Yeah, that's also an important fact. I mean, if they cancel it, it's basically too late to cancel, right? Like, even if she aborts it right now, people don't have to get out of here. So... I don't think there's any... They could do that in, like... How much time do they have? The time was like 30 minutes, so realistically, maybe like 25 minutes at this point. So, based on that, realistically, the only thing you can hope for is that that they are actually able to, like, you know, solve the problem within the time, and nothing else, pretty much. There you go.
Evelyn, Astra, can you hear me? The communications are completely down. I can only talk to you through EOS now. The timer is connected to the explosives.
And that's a confirmation that we didn't want to hear.
Explosives?
Has Fugue completely lost it? Starloop Tower is cruising right now. If it explodes, even their own people won't make it out alive. Wait. Fugue is just the scapegoat. The real mastermind must be someone else.
Their target isn't just me. It's all the audience here as well.
And how many people will there be? Probably a few thousand from
The explosive
my
device
understanding.
must be connected to Starloop's thrusters.
Wise is already working on disarming the detonation device.
Is it doable, Belle?
I'm getting the vibe that it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, as long as it's software, there's always a way to crack it. The control room has the blueprints for all the thrusters and pipelines. We can do it. But I don't know if we have enough time. The countdown is less than 10 minutes.
That's a bit less time than I thought it would be. And there you go, there's she joining, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna be the... Maybe she's the other model.
Having
That would
the
make
desire
sense.
To live is such an enviable thing.
Lady de Winter, why are you here?
You already know the answer. Why bother asking? I'm here because it's my duty as Yoran's widow. As the family of the deceased, I must hear the screams of the murderers with my own ears and see their repentance with my
In the
own
meanwhile,
eyes
thank you for following Adex. Hello mate, love your stream. Would like to be a fan. My Discord friend list is unfortunately full, so I won't be able to add you.
Murderers? I don't understand. Yoran, wasn't his death his own decision?
So hang on, Sharon sounds like Sharon was murdered. Or at least, at least the widow believes it as such.
All they have to say is he committed suicide, and the murderers walk free and carry on with their own lives without a shred of
Oh,
guilt.
hang on. Does it mean she's trying to take revenge?
And then they dump all the grief and pain onto the victim. If Odium and Fugue hadn't dragged Yoran into endless contract disputes over their so-called profits, would he have been forced to leave the stage he loved so dearly in his final years?
Or is that supposed to mean that he basically did it because of the disputes?
He watched helplessly as music drifted further and further away from him, as if sealed in a silent vacuum, slowly suffocating and losing all his brilliance. But I must thank Odium and Fugue, if not for their endless conflict and unwavering resolve.
Okay, so it sounds like that she's the person behind it all, you know? So.
After all, what could someone like me, abandoned and left alone in this world, possibly achieve? I must also thank the audience who once adored Yoran.
Or at least that makes me feel, or... I mean, to me it sounds like that this is kind of the mastermind. It's looking like the mastermind, you know?
If you hadn't scrutinized Yoran's every move with such harsh and critical eyes, if you hadn't hurt him with baseless speculation and cold, detached remarks, how would he have fallen slowly in that endless, dark abyss of pain until he completely lost the courage to live? I must thank you too, Astra Yao. There is genuine beauty in your voice. But do you realize you're nothing more than a money?
Yeah, I mean, based on the way that they were talking to Evelyn earlier, yeah, I think that's kind of true.
When the next nightingale hatches, you'll lose all your value, and everything you have today will eventually be taken away. Just like Yoran, whose worth was stolen by your voice.
Oh?
You, all of you, you are murderers! It was you, all of you, who drove Yoran de Winter to his
Okay, now I guess that's a confirmation that he actually did it himself, but... that the widow basically believes that they effectively did it.
my most precious resonance, my true love.
And I guess from my understanding, she now wants to take revenge.
It's almost time. Oh, how rude of me. I haven't even given you all a proper welcome. 3, 2,
There's no time. If the engines get damaged.
1. Everyone, welcome to my late husband's funeral.
Right, there's the confirmation. Well, that's a bit of a problem.
I'll use my thingy to protect everyone!
Miss Yao. How rude of you.
So she's...
It's not over yet.
Yeah, I was about to say, it sounds like to me that she might have a plan to, you know, or also get rid of those.
What do we do?
Well, I have the mild feeling that everyone noticed at this point.
For a funeral is a requiem for the dead.
But I'm getting the vibe that we'll need to fight against whatever this is. And I mean, from my understanding, while we're fighting, this thing is literally crashing down to the floor, so... Or to the earth, rather.
I see. You're saving power thanks to Yoran's legacy.
I don't think that's entirely true, but anyway.
You will fall.
My song is with you!
Hails as a genius. You're nothing more than a cheap imitation of Yoran.
But yeah, I guess the target... Now, the big question will, of course, be, where's the other mole?
Have you ever felt the endless darkness behind the stage?
Doesn't... Lady Win is obviously the mastermind that targeted planned your attack.
No rest in Yoran's life.
I guess does it mean that she's the mole?
I won't let you continue to desecrate his dreams on his
Not sure. But I guess it would make sense.
What Yoran wants, you too will save it. I will make you and everyone else understand. The glory.
Well,
is nothing
this
but
one's nearly down. The question will be, of course, will there be another wave? It disappeared immediately, so maybe not. But it sounds like we have more enemies joining in. Seeing the interrupter about the crash, Lady Dorinda suddenly pulls out a pistol and without hesitation aimed it at Astra. At that moment, Evelyn rushed forward and shielded Astra with her body.
Still pretending. My plan couldn't have gotten this far without your help.
Looks, sounds like she got hit though.
Evelyn! Are you okay? Speak to me.
Do you really think she's protecting you? How laughable. You're so cold.
Okay, maybe she actually is, and it sounds like there might be a third person involved, but maybe she is.
What do you mean?
She's not the loyal partner you think she is. From the very beginning, she's been a spy sent by few to watch you.
No, that's not true.
Do you think she truly cares about you? No.
I mean, she officially is, but it sounds to me like that things changed over time.
The trust between us is something you could never understand.
Naive. Surrounded by endless manipulation and tangled interests. Do you really think there can be any genuine trust or real feelings between you? Absolutely sickening. You're a lapdog serving the interests of capital.
I don't think that's, I'm not getting the vibe from Astra, I'm getting the vibe from Astra's management, but not Astra herself, to be honest.
When Yoran was alive, all of you fed on his
soul. Now that he's
And
gone,
I
he's
feel
still
like obviously
exploiting his final voice.
the widow is basically at this point gone literally insane, I feel like.
To me, give me back Yoran's legacy.
It's not what you think! Starloop Tower's harmonic core is powered by my singing. It has nothing to do with Yoran's works. I've been searching for this record because Yoran's voice holds an incredible power to connect hearts.
I'm getting the vibe that we're about to use it effectively.
His voice is a bridge, crossing all divisions and suffering. In our fractured, disconnected era,
Oh, how
this
high
kind of
are we,
voice
by the
can
way?
mend the
It sounds
cracks
to me
and
like
bring
that
back long-lost resonance.
it should be crashing down, or rather, I mean, it sounds like we're basically completely falling at this point, so
You know exactly
shouldn't
what
have
I mean.
we
I
been
know you do.
crashing down, like, pretty much right now.
That night I heard Yoran's voice live was one of my most cherished moments. His voice carried
I
us
mean,
into
I put it
another
forward,
world,
at
a
least.
sacred land of music. Before the concert started today, I told you this performance was my tribute to Yoran. You said he was someone who lived in the past. So now, I'll bring him into the future.
Stop dressing it up with fancy words. You have no idea what he went through.
Perhaps you're right. I never truly understood his inner world. But maybe you didn't either!
The Starloop is falling faster than earlier. Even if Astra can get the remaining thrusters to work, they might not generate enough power to keep us afloat. Based on the calculations, we might crash.
I mean, from the sounds of it, the might was, I mean, we're supposed to be literally crashing right now.
Do you hear that? If Yoran's spirit is out there.
Well, yeah, I would say that she's literally insane, so...
Fall! Fall! Starloop will shatter and the false dream will plunge into oblivion!
Lady Tessa Dorinda dropped her pistol. Her curse was dying away as silent tears rolled down her face. Sure, I'll wait for you where the starlight dims. Will you be there? The pistol fell from her hand as her eyes glazed over with madness. Laughing like a maniac, she disappeared into the panicked crowd.
I'm sorry, Astra. I never had the courage to tell you. I'm a spy for Fugue. My code name is Shields Green.
I have the mild feeling that Astra's probably going to somehow make it miss crashing down by like a meter or something.
But your hair is clearly golden leaf colored.
You're not bothered? I've been deceiving you from the very start. My entire existence is a lie.
What lie? That you didn't tell me your real name?
I feel like Astra doesn't care what happened.
You are you. The person in front of me is
Just
the Eve I trust.
my Honda, at least, I think.
No matter what your name is, you're still the one who shielded me from all the noise, the one who protected me with kindness and resilience. I hear the purest melody in you.
If only I hadn't been too afraid to tell the truth. If I weren't so selfish, maybe none of this would have happened today.
There's no if. Everyone makes mistakes, but that doesn't decide our final destiny. The past is behind us. The future is still unwritten. And the only thing we can firmly hold on to is the present.
So yeah, Astra either doesn't care or
Even
just
if
immediately
destruction is inevitable, we must face it in our own way, without
just
regrets.
immediately goes out basically
If we're walking towards the end,
forgives. That's what I was looking for. Evelyn.
The most beautiful melody to greet destruction?
Yes, with fiery hope, using our final breath to shout and to sing. This is New Eridu, the last hope of human civilization.
Well, I certainly hope that whatever's about to happen probably gives you enough inspiration to finish off whatever deadline the manager was talking about.
Has favored us after all.
Hopefully, at least.
This time, we'll surely make it through again. Belle, Wise, Eve, will you sing the final song with me?
Why are we joining in?
Improvising like this, it's not really my strong suit. You know I've never been good at singing. But fighting for you, I've never hesitated.
Yeah, I guess we'll just fight and let Astra do the rest. Evelyn jumps down off the stage, no matter Fugue, Odium, HAA, or the people from the organization. Everyone was panicking, sent into chaos from fear. So long as those 3 harmonicas are reactivated, then there's still hope.
Falling! We're going down! We're all gonna die! It's all because of her! Shields green!
Okay, I guess we reactivated this one.
Betrayed the organization and led us to a dead end!
I always thought I was destined to wander in the shadows, unable to find a way out. Like I was merely a pawn in the hands of fate.
I don't think we're tolerated, by the way.
No orders, no schemes, only me. I won't let fear keep me captive any longer. Perhaps the me of the past wasn't worthy. But the person I am now doesn't need. There is magic in the world. Perhaps I'm no longer trapped by the secrets and lies of the past. Perhaps I can make my own choices too. Not just for myself, but for so much
I understand
more,
that it's technically
for everything we cherish.
it's important to get this done as soon as possible, but I do want to let the Wastelands
Yes.
play.
I'm already carrying so many burdens. But the weight I bear isn't an excuse for me to stop. Brilliant, radiant, incredible.
And there you go. It sounds like she's not quite there yet, though. Oh, they're actually joining in. Didn't really expect that, to be fair, but I feel like they're... Okay, I was about to say they probably need everyone else to join in as well. So... maybe that's barely enough. Kind of looks like it, so... yeah, I think it's we're basically doing what I just guessed earlier, that they're effectively barely escaping. And once again, we switched to all the other characters, which is interesting. Yeah, I don't have any involvement, you know. Kind of sounds like people definitely realized that something was going on there, and though Yeah, Popsec definitely noticed it. After the concert, Eldon spent several days at public security, giving statements and answering every inquiry. The information shared with public security needs to be handled with utmost caution. After all, this matter involves Fugue, Lady De Winter, and the organization. See, I can't believe they hid it from here. How could I not be worried when Eve is missing? Please come out soon. Please, Eve isn't a bad guy. So this is what it feels like to be unable to do anything but wait. Well, I guess we're in naps, and I guess luckily for us, nobody's running after Astra. And if it comes out later, it'll be my turn to nag her. Oh boy. So is there anything interesting? I don't think there is. Oh, hello there. Evelyn standing by with Chingy.
Understood. I've completed a full report on the case. Thank you for your cooperation, Miss Evelyn. We'll take additional precautions regarding Lady De Winter's safety, given your concerns. She may have been the mastermind, but Juyuan would never allow anyone to take her life in secret.
So,
In fact,
sounds like she's already...
while in our
Well,
custody,
it sounds like
she
everyone's
might be in
basically
the
made it out.
safest place she can be. Despite causing significant trouble for your company, the thugs hired by Fugue were merely pawns manipulated by Lady De Winter, and had no intent to kill on their own. Once I have more evidence of the communication between these thugs and Fugue's higher-ups, I'll forward the relevant documents to your company's legal team.
Your and Officer Drew Yuen's attention to detail is incredibly reassuring.
So...
The incident involves a complex web of connections, and having the support of public security is a tremendous relief.
It sounds like everyone's basically getting out of this.
We'll also continue
Just barely
investigating
though.
leads related to the organization. Thank you again for the intelligence you've provided.
Eve!
Miss Yao, you came in person? This is Officer Qingyi, who I've been troubling these past few days.
Thank you, Officer Chingy, for bringing Eve back to me.
It's nothing. Miss Evelyn has hardly rested while helping us with the investigation. She's worked very hard.
Interesting. So... I wonder if... I mean, it's hard to tell, right? So, basically, from my understanding, the Zenless story is
There's one thing
effectively
I'd like to ask for your help with,
in a bit of a,
Officer
like,
Chingy.
filler portion right now. It's gonna take a while until we get to proper main story again. I think.
Please, go ahead.
Based on, like, the credit scenes, I would guess that the story begins with 2.0 again.
This
in my
master
opinion.
copy of Yoran's legacy. I hope you can deliver it to Lady De Winter.
Oh.
I know I will never be able to see things from her perspective and fully understand her pain. But just like Yoran's voice has brought solace to countless lonely souls, perhaps one day it can also soothe her despair. From that show, Yoran said two things that left a deep impression on me.
On one hand, I'm surprised, but also not surprised, because I do think...
Much has happened in the
I guess it makes
past,
sense,
and
because
we cannot
she's literally
predict
the widow,
future.
so...
I want to make a decision for myself in the present.
So there's that.
I hope that everyone who has supported me will also stay true to their hearts and never betray their present selves. His last performance has finally been published. Now all fans can listen to this legendary record.
Oh. They published it? I'm a bit surprised by that, to be honest.
This master copy belongs to her. Please let her know that Yoran has always been by her side.
Will do. I hope she can understand your sentiment and find the strength to move forward. We'll notify you immediately if there are new developments in the case. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other tasks to attend to. Farewell.
Well, of course, Chingy is very busy. But let's see. After the public security officer escorts him to the door, Astra notices that Evelyn's expression has relaxed considerably. They didn't give you a hard time, did they, Eve? Public security's Chingy and Captain Chu Yuan are incredibly sharp. My history of the organization couldn't possibly slip past your keen eyes. Thanks to your persistence, the company and Secretary General Hobson decided not to hold me accountable this time, for some reason. And my past has nothing to do with this case. Besides, I do have intelligence that can be useful for her. But taking down the organization in one fell swoop is far more important. For me, this may be a mutually beneficial situation, and I'm happy to help. As long as you're safe, that's all that matters. Nothing else is important to me. And let's head back now, apparently. We are heading back already. I mean, I guess there's nothing else to do. Well, yes, why wouldn't we? We just got out. Let's not go back. I already can't with you. Alright, since it's nice out today. We're not far from 6th Street, and last time we only escaped thanks to those two from the video store. Oh! Let's go and give them a proper thank you. I don't think she... No, I think we met outside somewhere, right? We should head back first. I will ensure Miss Yao's safety. Oh, 6th Street. Let's go to 6th Street. Alright, so... Astra and Evelyn are gonna go to random play, it appears.
Miss Yao, since we're visiting, we should buy Belle and Wise a gift.
That's right. I almost forgot. Good thing you reminded me.
Okay, I see. The game took a while to understand, but I was about to say, well, I guess the game didn't really expect that I bet that someone might be walking. Are we gonna buy a gift from 141?
The limited edition red velvet cake looks delicious. Ah, and that black tea I had last time was so fragrant.
Yeah, in my opinion, this is something they need to improve.
Belle will be thrilled.
There are these awkward pauses that don't really make much sense.
I also have a gift I'd like to give you.
I wonder if there's a technical reason or something.
Huh?
Why do these cups in the background say
If you're
lemon?
curious, follow me.
I think it might be a play on lemon, but...
I'm curious.
Oh? What are Evelyn to a special place? To be fair, shout out to that one. Clearly the game has a bit of an issue of following pretty precise movements, but I do like the fact that they do match your speed of your going speed, right? That's actually kind of nice.
This place seems familiar.
Meow.
Familiar, you say? That's about right.
This place is completely empty. But why does it feel so
It's right next to the
familiar?
music store, maybe that's why.
Because this is where the gramophone used to be.
The what?
The gramophone. That's right. That was the name of the shop. Yoran's final performance was held in this little shop. It's been so many years, I'd forgotten the name of the place. How do you remember, Eve?
Well, should we be there?
Because I was there too.
Oh.
What? You were there too?
I was. But unlike you, I just stumbled upon it by chance. I heard music coming from the shop and stopped to
Interesting
listen
how
for a
important
while.
6th Street is, I guess.
Through the glass, I saw a group of passionate fans. Yoran's voice flowed out from the crowd. I didn't actually see him, just vaguely heard his voice.
Incredible. It's like Yoran's music had brought us together. Turns out, we've known each other for a long time.
It seems like you're fond of my gift.
Interesting.
This is all your fault, Eve.
What happened to the store
I'm
there?
about to cry now.
I mean, right now it's a parking lot, I believe, or like a
You were right. Music
So-
is a connection of hearts.
What happened to the store?
Even across different times and spaces.
Unless, I mean, they turned it into the
feel
Baltic,
each other's
Baltic Needle,
presence.
like one house wider, on one house further, but I don't think they are,
Yes,
right?
perhaps that's what Yoran wanted to bring us. A resonance that never fades. A connection that transcends time.
The only thing we can hold on to tightly is the present.
Yes, only the present.
We've been walking for a while, and it's almost time to meet up with the proxies.
All right, let's go find Belle and Wise.
And here we have Miss Fairy, the strongest AI around. Top-notch holo navigator with the sharpest tongue in New Eridu.
Ah, the strongest AI? Then... Fairy, fairy, on the wall, who's the best singer of them all?
I just realized I was muted. Well, that's kind of funny.
You are. You always will be.
Ooh, Ooh, she really is.
Sounds like
sharp.
Fairy's a fan as well.
Who would have thought? Astra's only gotten even more popular after the attack.
And on top of that, Odium Entertainment stock has shot up 30%.
I mean, I guess because nobody died, everything's fine.
Their market value is now approaching 5 trillion dennies.
It's still far from enough.
5 trillion dennies isn't enough? Ugh. A number that big makes my ears ring.
To be fair, if I remember correctly, there was at some point some kind of post that just that, or like where they actually try to like estimate if we're like an exchange rate to like dollars or something, and it was kind of insane. Like we were talking about like thousands, I think.
Wise, knock it off!
It was a while, but well, I've said I've seen it, but they were posting like a pic of like some kind of ad in the game that said like, here's the home and you need to pay like millions of dennies for it. So a trillion isn't really too much, I guess.
I'll need to save up enough for the penalty first.
This is my fault, Ms. Yao. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't be in such a tough spot.
Probably if they would break up, then that would probably cost like minus 90% or something.
What
Who
are you
knows?
talking about? We only let go of something as trivial as money in exchange for someone as priceless as you. Now that's something worth celebrating.
I know a great place to eat!
Perfect. I trust Belle's taste. It's gotta be great.
What great place? Are they going to be eating at the noodle store next door?
It's a rare day off. Let's go right now.
Hold on!
I feel like they're probably about to run into fans.
Astra! Over here!
Yeah, about that one.
Is there a special reason you chose to visit this store?
I've said it before. You can't just do things on a whim.
What should we do now?
You tell me, I guess.
Thankfully, the kind store owners can also help us run away.
Sorry, folks! We're on vacation today!
Oh boy. Well, I guess if you're popular, that's a bit of a problem. Or that'll become a bit of a problem, rather. After a hearty meal, you sing karaoke with Astra and Evelyn. Then, when satisfied, you'll have a second meal. After parting ways with them, you return home. I feel like Astra and I are becoming good friends now, all thanks to you, Wise. I'm so full, I feel like my stomach's gonna burst. I can't even sit down. If you can't sit down, then lie down. Exit special episode. Sounds like we've reached the end then. If you can't sit down, then lie down and sleep. Today was really fun. Sweet dreams. And it sounds like this is indeed the end. Oh. Okay, I was about to ask. Well then. Say hi to Wise. Oh, I think that was the task from, like, the final task from the special episode. Well, anyway. Sounds like we're getting off at the right time. Special plane with Stitch Sable. Oh, I think that might be the, maybe that's some kind of special, so that we, maybe harder difficulty or something. But anyway, I mean, I guess, hang on, something I want to check. Because I haven't in a while, or rather because I've seen it. I do still have this empty thing, right? And I believe they changed it at some point. But it's still nothing I can touch. Which is a little strange. Not yet. Because I did see that apparently you can actually put things in here. But I guess not. Maybe I haven't unlocked it yet or something? I'm not sure if I need to do anything special for that. I don't know. And I haven't done many of the side stories and such, so... And I haven't really done any of the main story in quite some time. So there's that. Maybe I'm still missing something. But anyway, I mean, I guess that's been it with the special episode. That means we've all caught up with the main story effectively. I have no idea when they'll start. My assumption, due to the credit scene at the end of 1.4, that is probably that they'll start at the end of 2.0 with more main story, if I had to guess. Probably, but I think we'll see ourselves in 1.5 for the special episode for that version. No, sorry, we are already in 1.4, so 1.6 probably. They appear to be doing these on non-main story versions, so I think we'll continue with that. But other than that, I think that's been it for today. If you enjoyed the stream, then please leave a like, follow, subscribe. In terms of next week, I did not manage to get the Genshin main story, which I actually intended to do this week. So what will most likely happen is that this one gets moved to next week instead. We also have the main story for Star Rail finally planned again. It's been a while there as well. And yeah, I think the rest of the streams I'm gonna have to take a look on what we'll do next. Obviously, you can also expect some more Premier League matches, but we'll see. Anyway, yeah, if you enjoyed the stream, then please leave a like, subscribe, and so on. Check out the links in the description if there are any. And yeah, other than that, I think I'm gonna have to stall a little bit more time because the screen is not prepared yet. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next stream.